Welcome to another day in HPH life, which is kind of chaotic here lately. Um, we were hoping to have the bus finished. Today's Monday. We were hoping to have the bus finished Friday, and we were kind of well on track to get that done. Ran into a couple of small issues, nothing that we couldn't control or get past. And then we kind of had an atomic bomb dropped on us that kind of had me tied up and other folks tied up trying to help me with some stuff. Our insurance went up about 300%. That's just not something we could afford. So trying to figure out how to move some trucks around and find some insurance. And it's not just us. It seems like everybody's insurance, and especially in this towing business, if you have anything to do with towing's going up like that. But that's kind of kept me busy since I guess Thursday morning, trying to figure out how to stay in business. We're fortunate enough that we actually have two tow companies. One of them it owns a couple of trucks and we use them, but it's just something we've had to kind of try to develop into another area. But with having it, we were able to move a couple of trucks around. Not going to be able to run anywhere near the trucks that we've been running, or do the things we've been doing, but it keeps us alive. It keeps us moving, and we can take care of our uh, everyday customers, the folks that we need to take care of every day. It'll just be a lot less of random call-ins we can handle. The last few days, every one of us have a different insurance company, and every one of us have had a 275 to 315% increase on our premiums. And there's just not that much money in this business. I don't know what's going on with insurance companies, but the fact you've got 8 insurance companies jumping up that much tells me there's probably a little bit of collusion in that market. I don't see how 8 different insurance companies can have increases that close to the same and it not be a discussion. And I guess these insurance companies think we'll just eat it and pass it on to the customer. But sometimes that ain't always an option. It's not always an option. So anyway, that's got us scrambling. We've got a couple of trucks moved over to the other tow company. It'll keep us alive. But it's got us scrambling, trying to figure out how to get back to business as usual. So that's focusing on this or dealing with it. Now the twins built us some new spring hangers that'll give us the drop we need to get these axles in. They've got most of that finished. But Friday was the twins' last day. Uh, Hopefully it's good for them. Unfortunate for us. They've decided to move on and start their own business. They had some opportunities to hopefully do a lot better, starting their own business and contracting somewhere else. And uh, they're both great boys. I think a lot of them. I wish them the best, and if there's anything we can do to help them from here, we'll absolutely do it. We've just enjoyed working with them and having them here while they were here. They're both hard workers and plenty talented enough to go out and make their own way and do a lot better. And I've got no hard feelings for anybody that can do better for themselves, especially today. 2 young guys that are willing to grind it out and go get it. I'm proud of them. But that's going to put us a little bit behind on finishing this project. With them having built the spring hangers for us, it's not going to be a big deal from here to get it done. It's just us finding the time to do it now that we're a little short-handed, and also a couple other changes. It's got us a little more short-handed, but we'll get it back on track. We'll get it finished. We'll get things figured out. We'll keep moving. That's what we do. Um, I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to spend time on this in the next couple of days because I'm still trying to deal with the insurance stuff and get it figured out. And moving some trucks around. It's got us moving some equipment between trucks, a lot going into it. So that's kind of our focus right now, is just trying to get things moved around so we can stay in business. Um, these insurance companies are something else. I've talked about that before, and I could talk about it all day long. It's ridiculous. I don't know. When they put everybody out of business, what's next? Because not everybody can afford to go lay big money down and get self-insured, which is the trend for big trucking companies and big towing companies. I can tell you I can't do it. Um, there's no way that I could afford to put a couple of $1 million in some state fund that doesn't do me any good. It's just sitting there hoping I never have to use it. Um, that's not an option for me. It's easier for me to shut all this down and figure out how to get into something else or do something different. And that's where most tow companies are going to be. So, they keep pushing. It's going to come down to the folks who can afford to do that. And then every time you call for a wrecker, you're going to know they don't have any competition and you don't have any option. So I don't know. Maybe there's some options out there. Maybe we'll find something better. Maybe we'll find something different. We'll just see how it goes. But in the meantime, it's kind of slowing our fun stuff down a little bit. It's got us doing what we got to do a little more, and we'll get it figured out and keep moving. But as we get time, we'll get back on this bus literally in 5 or 6 hours, 8 hours, maybe we could have this bus running and driving. So as we find time, we'll get back to it. We'll get this thing finished up, and we'll keep moving some other stuff. So y'all just stay tuned and see how this turns out.